Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about why you need to stop wasting time. But first, I need you to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need to keep feeding that YouTube algorithm. People go through their lives just coasting by, just getting from one day to the next. And trust me, I've been there before. Life is a struggle. It's all of what you make of it at the end of the day, though. If you constantly tell yourself or put yourself down or tell yourself that you can't do this or you're not smart enough or you're not capable of doing that, then that's what you're going to start believing. You're going to start manifesting negative behaviors, negative attitudes, and you're just going to be getting through life one day at a time. I'm here to tell you, start setting goals for yourself. People go through their lives saying, "Oh, I'm going to start this tomorrow." Think about it. When you're on a diet or you need to lose some weight, you always tell yourself, it's my last day. So you'll just start binge eating, get your last cheat day in, your last cheat meal in. And then all of a sudden, it's tomorrow. It's time to start the diet. And then you're just like, you put it off again till the next day. Then you put it off again till the next day. Then when you look up, you're just like, man, how did I let myself go? You had the opportunity to change it, but you kept putting it off, putting everything off until tomorrow. Same thing can be applied to life. You can't put everything off until tomorrow. Some things you need to address right then and there today. There's a lot of things that we need to address today. Financial literacy is a big thing. People go through life just looking for the easy way, just trying to skate by, just trying to make it by the skin of their teeth. And it's just like, why do you keep operating like that? Why are we operating in survival mode? There's too many resources out here. There's too many free things that we could be taking advantage of and utilizing, but we don't want to act until it's too late. Perfect example. Imagine, God forbid, but imagine your doctor told you you have 1 year today to lose 50, 60 pounds or you're going to die. Most people are going to run out of that doctor's office, throw all the junk food out the refrigerator, throw away all the sodas, throw away all the processed food, throw away all the fast food, and you're going to just go strictly water, and you might eat here and there just to lose those 60 pounds because you don't want to die. You're going to lose those 50 pounds. But when somebody tells you, man, start investing for tomorrow, start putting money aside for retirement, start putting money aside for a rainy day, you're just like, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. Then when that rainy day comes, you're sitting there scrambling, calling all your friends, calling on your family. Hey, can I borrow $100? Can I borrow $300? I'm really in the jam right now. Let me borrow $500. Let me borrow this. Let me borrow that. But when somebody was telling you last year around this same time that if you don't start saving, a rainy day is gonna come, you're gonna get old, retirement's gonna come, and it came, and now you are shell shocked. You're like, where did this come from? How come nobody told me? Why didn't anybody tell me about saving? Why didn't anybody tell me about investing? Why don't I know about financial literacy? You had the opportunity to act. All you had to do was save $10 out of your paycheck. You're getting $1,500 every 2 weeks. You can't save 150 of that. You're getting $2,000 every week, every 2 weeks. You can't save $200 of that and put it away for yourself. No. But if something drastic were to happen and your life depended on it, or your children's life depended on it, or your mother's life depended on it, or your father's life depended on it, now we want to act upon it. Now we want to change. Now we want to do this. Now we want to do that. But we had our whole lives to fix that. We had our early 20s to fix that. We had our 30s to fix that. We had even some parts of our 40s we could have fixed it. But we wait until it's too late. Just like going back to school. You tell yourself every day, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to go get my certification. I'm going to go to trade school. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. The next day comes, you still haven't applied to school. You still haven't turned in the papers for the trade school. You still haven't turned in your financial aid. There's only one person to blame, and that's you, yourself, and you. You can't blame nobody else for your shortcomings. When you had the opportunities, you had the information, all you had to do was apply yourself. And so many people go through their lives not applying themselves and just putting it off because we're too lazy to do this and we're too lazy to do that. We gotta wake up, people. Nobody's gonna save us. The government's not gonna save us. Our own parents ain't gonna save us. Sometimes our spouse can't even save us. You gotta save yourself. You have to worry about yourself and what you got going on, because nobody's checking for you. If you fall off the tracks, nobody's gonna be there to pick you up and put you on your way back on the tracks. It's all up to you. And so many people don't realize it until it's too late, until something drastic happens. We have to stop being reactive. We need to be defensive and planning ahead. They say defense wins championships. Why do you think? Because they're prepared. They know what the next person is going to do. They know what their opposition is going to do. We have to adapt these same principles when it comes to our life. We can't be waiting around for a miracle to happen. The miracle is going to happen when you get up off your butt and go do what you got to do. And look, I'm going to say this now. If you're single with no kids, not taking care of a sick family member, not taking care of adopted children, you only got yourself to worry about. There's no physical handicaps, there's no learning disabilities. You can only blame yourself why you're not ahead in life. I'm not saying you gotta be Bill Gates, I'm not saying you gotta be Warren Buffett, but if you keep working these dead-end jobs or just skating by, just getting by, and you're wondering why your peers are passing you, and people that went to trade school, people that went to college, or people that stayed at one job and built the career for themselves, maybe stayed 3 years to get that title, you only got yourself to blame. You got time to scroll on the gram. You got time to scroll on TikTok. You got time to make burner accounts on Twitter and just do all types of weird stuff. You only got yourself to blame. And I understand my single mothers, my single fathers. I understand for those people that got to take care of family members. I understand the people that got laid off, and you got to do what you got to do because you got kids to feed. You got families to feed. You got to do what you got to do. But if it's just you and you still in your mama's house, or you got like 3 or 4 roommates and you don't want to better yourself, or you're afraid to jump out there, then that's on you. I'm sorry, not sorry. It doesn't matter. You got to get it together. You got to wake up and realize what you want to do with your life, because complaining on the internet or saying that this person's holding you back, or the government's still holding you back, or that person's holding you back, that's some bullshit. It's only you that's holding yourself back. I don't know if you need to talk to somebody. Look, there's professional people that you could talk to if you're still dealing with some trauma, you're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. There's resources, there's free resources out there for you to talk to. But I'm tired of people that are in their mid to late 20s doing the same thing that they were doing when they're 18 and 19. It's time to grow up. It's time to get it together. It's time to start being an adult, and it's time to make something of yourself. And I'm not saying you got to be Warren Buffett. I'm not saying you got to be Elon Musk. You don't got to be Bill Gates. But man, go find yourself a career. Give up on whatever hobbies. Get off the video games. You're not going to be a rapper. You're not going to be a Hollywood mega superstar. You need to go find a career, and you need to find something that's going to make you some money. Stop using that credit card because you cannot handle your bills. You cannot handle your debt, and get it together. I'm sorry, but not sorry, but we got to stop pointing the fingers at other people, other races, and other this and other that. No. Start looking in the mirror, take some accountability for yourself, and go out there and do something with your life. You only get one life. Why are you sitting around wasting it? Why are you sitting around complaining when there's many job applications you can fill out? There's internships you can take. There's so many things you can do to get the skills, get the game. If you want to be on YouTube University, go on YouTube and learn all you can and apply it to your life. But stop sitting around complaining and hating on the next person and jealous of this person and jealous of that person because they get to go on these nice trips and they're buying their first home, they're buying their second home, or they're buying the car, they're buying their dream car. Stop hating. Get that hate out your heart. Get that hate out your heart and do something with yourself, because that could be you. But no, you got too much negative thoughts in your head. You got too much free time on your hands that you're not utilizing to better yourself. You got to get out there and do something, because who wants to be a coulda, woulda, shoulda person? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Man, you'll be 45, 50, and then looking back like, oh man, I wasted my life. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why didn't I learn from my mistakes? Why didn't I learn from this person's mistake? Don't blame your baby mama. Don't blame your baby father. A lot of your issues are because of you and yourself. That's it. But check it out, y'all. Make some goals for yourself. Go out there. Change your mentality. It's all mental. A lot of this is mental. Money's mental. Finances is mental. Make something of yourself. Become a better person. Do what you got to do. Better Living Financial. We out.